Alexander Isak fears come true as Florian Wirtz moment sums up Liverpool struggles. Ian Doyle with the talking points after Liverpool slumped to a disappointing Champions League 1-0 defeat at Galatasaray on Tuesday evening. Welcome to Liverpool Venture, your ultimate home for all things Reds. From breaking news, transfer updates, dramatic match reactions, and exclusive deep dives, we bring you closer than ever to the heartbeat of Anfield. If you breathe Liverpool, this is your place. Don't just watch from the sidelines. Hit that subscribe button right now and join the fastest growing Liverpool family on YouTube. Turn on notifications so you'll never miss a moment of the drama, passion, and glory that makes Liverpool Football Club the greatest in the world. This is Liverpool Venture, and together, we'll never walk alone. Istanbul may have provided Liverpool with their greatest ever European night, but the Turkish capital has otherwise offered little joy to Liverpool. This a third successive defeat in the city. More worryingly, though, it was only the fifth time in 66 games under Arne Slot that Liverpool failed to score a goal. It's not that they weren't without chances in the first half, one of which saw Ibrahima Konate sum up another alarmingly hapless showing by heading a corner wide from close range. Hugo Ekitike was lively for the opening 30 minutes, while there was a sense that with a little more care, the Reds could prise open a Galatasaray side who had not won at home in the competition proper in 7 years. But that Liverpool became blunted when Alexander Isak emerged points to an issue of which Slot has long been fearful: the lack of time for the £125 million man to build up an understanding with a team still adjusting to so many other new arrivals. Isak managed a shot with his first action, but had only 3 further touches during his 38 minutes on the pitch. Mohamed Salah, who came on at the same time, had 19. With doubts over Ekitike's fitness, Isak must now assume the number 9 responsibility for the foreseeable, and the Reds need to start working out how best to capitalize on his quality. It was a moment that perhaps encapsulated the first few months of Florian Wirtz's time at Liverpool. After Ekitike had been crowded out and Cody Gakpo saw a shot cleared off the line, the ball fell to Wirtz inside the area. But rather than try for goal or play a simple pass, the Germany international chose to blindly roll the ball behind himself in the expectation it would be met by an incoming teammate. Instead, Galatasaray simply picked up the loose possession and 20 seconds later were awarded the penalty from whistle-happy referee Clement Turpin that exposed Dominik Szoboszlai's inexperience at right-back and ultimately decided a low-quality encounter. Wirtz was at the heart of sufficient Liverpool first-half threat and saw a smart shot on the turn saved. But his performance dipped considerably after the break, with only the injuries of others contributing to him lasting the full 90 minutes for the first time since moving to Anfield. There was one good cross for Connor Bradley to head wide, but by the end he was guilty of the loose possession that affected most of his teammates. A booking in injury time prompted an incredulous look from Wirtz, having earlier been aggrieved at some rough treatment. He is becoming a marked man in more ways than one. Paris Saint-Germain demonstrated last season at Liverpool's expense that just finishing inside the top 24 of the Champions League opening stage is enough to go on and win the tournament. And while there will be grumbles at a second successive defeat for the Reds, only the second time that has happened under Slot, the most immediate concern will regard the fitness of Alisson Becker. The sight of the Brazilian holding his arm up to signal an obvious problem when saving a one-on-one from Victor Osimhen would have made hearts sink all the way back to Merseyside. Slot has already ruled him out of Saturday's trip to Chelsea, which will be a first real test for Georgi Mamardashvili, with the Georgian having had little to do during the half hour or so he was on the pitch. Elsewhere, a fitful cameo from Alexis Mac Allister highlighted the Argentine remains way short of full fitness. But on a night of few positives, Curtis Jones at least acquitted himself well and will now be a strong contender to keep his place at Stamford Bridge at the weekend.